Butz.
I'm Jim Butz.
We're SuicideFantasyFootball.com, coming to you from the War Room. Today we're talking about a guy I was hoping we never had to talk about again in fantasy football, Brett Favre.
Favre.
First question, Jim. Did you think there was any chance that Brett Favre was going to be a quarterback in the NFL as a backup or a starter this year?
Absolutely. Brett Favre is one of those guys that just cannot get enough. He can't stop. He's like a drug addict. He wants to stay away from the crack pipe football, but he can't do it. He can't
do it. He can't put the pipe down.
He does, and then he's away from it for a little bit, and he talks himself in. Well, it wasn't
goes
really
and
that
hangs
bad.
out with some high school kids, throws the ball around a little bit. Next thing he knows, he thinks he's a kid again.
And he's convincing himself that as a backup, he could be on a team, come in, play a couple games. I mean, really, it works for him.
This is what he's done every year, so what's it matter? He doesn't go to camp. He comes in at the end.
This is exactly it. He has, the whole NFL has like the Roger Clemens schedule this year.
Now, do you
no
think,
mini camps, no OTAs, no BS. They're just going to come in, last week of July.
Do you think that happening has given Favre more of an opportunity? I mean, it seems like the Eagles are the team that's looking at him as a backup quarterback. We don't need a guy who is a Brett Favre. I don't think the Eagles need a Brett Favre.
Well, here's what you ask yourself. Are you prepared? Are you trying to win a Super Bowl this year?
Yes.
If Michael Vick gets hurt and you need a quarterback to play 3 games.
It's not Mike Kafka?
It's not Mike Kafka. It's not going to be Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
It's not going to be Vince Young.
I like Vince Young.
I like him as a backup, but I don't think he's the guy who wins you the Super Bowl if Vic's out for 3
Vince
games.
Young is the guy who you groom to trade for draft picks a year or 2 from now.
Right.
Not Brett Favre. If you want somebody just to come in and win a couple games, who else you got? Would you rather have Jeff Garcia? Would you rather have...
Why throw in Jeff Garcia?
Because I hate Jeff Garcia. I hate Jeff Garcia. But that's
Put in another guy. Put in another guy.
Who do you want? Like Kerry Holcomb? What kind of... what do you... Gus Farrat? You got to sign a backup quarterback who has to play.
All right, you name those guys, I'll take
hurt.
Favre. You name those guys, I'll take Favre.
Who else is out there? Matt Hasselbeck's not going to sign probably.
If he was a backup, I'd take him over Favre.
Yeah, I probably would too. Who else is going to? Carson Palmer's not going to sign to be a backup somewhere.
Nope. Kyle Orton doesn't want to be a backup, so I'm with you.
There's limited amounts of people. So if all you're saying to me is Michael Vick goes down, I need somebody to play 3-4 games, maybe even the rest of the season. Who knows how bad of an injury?
He's worth the disruption in the locker room because Andy Reid's proven with bringing Mike Vick in that he can kind of circumvent around that circus.
If we can get Plexico and Brett Favre.
And throw in Albert Hainsworth.
It'll be a media circus. It'll be ridiculous.
Yep.
I can't wait.
All right, we can't wait for it either. We want to hear what you think. Should Brett Favre ever put on a jockstrap and football jersey again? Tell us what you think. Go to SuicideFantasyFootball.com. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter, SFFcom. And also check out our Blog Talk radio show Wednesday nights, 7:30 to 8:30, Fantasy Overload.
Send emails to jim@suicidefantasysports.com. I'll reply to everyone. We might even talk about a couple on our Blog Talk radio show this week.
All right, signing out, Butts and Butts. Talk to you later.